So our very own Rob Short from Never Mind The Shuttlecocks got the pleasure of sitting down and talking to India's PV Sindhu before the All England Open Championships.
PV Sindhu,
Yes.
thank you so much for joining us on Never Mind The Shuttlecocks.
Pleasure.
Oh no, the pleasure is all mine, I promise. It's now 19 years since an Indian won at the All England. You know, pressure, extra pressure?
Not really,
No.
but I'm really eagerly waiting to play this tournament because, once I played the semi-finals where I was about to play the finals, I was leading, but then I lost. And that was 2 years back. And then last year I was very upset that I lost in the first round.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I'm eagerly waiting for this again. So hopefully this time I can do it.
Yeah, I think going back to that match in 2018, I mean, yeah, as you say, you were leading and everything seemed to be going the right way.
Yeah.
I suppose it's not one of those things that you can really dwell on as a professional sports person, is it? You have to just sort of move on to the next
I
challenge.
know, but I had a chance where I was leading like 13-7 in the third set with Yamaguchi, but then, you never know. Sometimes it's just that, it happens, you just lose rhythm, or, you will be leading and then suddenly you lose a match. But I think, it's very important to come back much more stronger. I know that really upsetted me where, I thought I should have played finals. I missed it, but then, it's okay. There's always a next time.
Exactly. And you're still young, aren't you? Only 24, so
24.
You sort of somewhat burst onto the scene, really. I mean, looking back at your record, silver at Rio in 2016. What was that like? I mean, silver at your first Olympic Games. That's amazing.
Of course, I've got what I've never expected. Because I just went into Olympics where I need to play well and give my best.
Yeah.
And each round is important. But first Olympics and I won a silver. Well, definitely I have no words to express because I just can't believe it's already been like 4 years already.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? I keep thinking that. It's amazing,
I
isn't
know.
it? It was 8 years since London for us, like a UK audience. We can't believe it. It's crazy. Is the goal this year? You want to go one better, gold, I assume. Yeah, that's the really big target.
Yes, more than me, I think the expectation and responsibilities are a lot more.
Yeah.
But it's very important.
Do you and Saina sort of talk about that pressure of the sort of the popularity of badminton in India? Do you talk about that pressure, and what do you do to cope with it?
Actually, I take it in a very positive way where, I know people's expectations and responsibilities a lot more, but it's just that, I take it in a positive way where everybody wants me to win.
Yes.
So, I just go onto the court and give my best rather than thinking, I should win for them. I just play for myself and win it, and it's good for them as well and also for me.
I think that's a really, really good way to look at it, because I think you drive yourself crazy under the pressure, I guess.
Yes.
But yeah, no, that's great. In terms of, so obviously you're coached by Pulela Gopichand, who is obviously a previous All-England winner. Is that good to have that experience to hand? Is he able to sort of point out different things and?
Actually, now we have different coaches. Now,
Okay.
I train under Mr. Park. He's from Korea.
Okay, yeah, of course.
So it's like, I would say, yes, each coach has a different strategy. Each coach has a different mindset. But at the same time, I think year by year, the game also has been changing.
Yeah,
where,
sure.
now I think it's become much more faster. And I think everybody is too clever that immediately you lose a point and like they strategize accordingly and change the game immediately.
Yeah.
So it's very important to just you need to have plan A as well as plan B, where if plan A doesn't work, you need to go with the plan B.
It's so interesting because we were actually talking to Ratchnok earlier, and she was saying exactly the same thing. You play each other all so much
I know,
that you
yes.
just know the strengths and weaknesses. So it all does come down to those sort of fine margins that your coaches might think.
Yeah, I think
notice.
it's every week we have tournaments and then we play against each other, a lot of times. So it's very important that you don't make the strategies before. I know you might know their game, but it's very important to strategize accordingly the way they play at that moment.
Yeah.
And of course, coaches' tips also will work at some point of time.
Yeah, of course. How much does form play a part coming into a tournament like this? Obviously, the approach to the tournament's been slightly disrupted. How much does form matter, or is it basically clean slate, you start the week and anything can happen?
I think anything can happen. It's just that on that day, who plays well and give their best is a winner is what I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, you just don't know because you play in different atmosphere and the different shuttles and the stadiums are different and the courts are different. Sometimes it can be fast, sometimes it can be slow. So I think it doesn't matter because you're having the same thing as well as the opponent is having the same thing. So it's just that, you just have to go with the flow.
Yeah, definitely. So I've got a few other sort of questions that are sort of slightly moving away from just directly about the game. So I read somewhere that when you first started training, you had a 56-kilometre commute to your training. Is that true?
Yeah, it is true.
That's commitment, isn't it? That is commitment. You must love badminton if you're going to do that.
Yeah, I started at the age of 8.5.
Yeah.
So for 2 years, I played near my house. And I'm really very lucky to have parents like sports persons because my dad and mum were volleyball players.
Yes, yeah.
So I think in that way, it really helped me where they always were supporting me and motivating me.
Was volleyball ever an option or was it always badminton?
No, it was always badminton.
Yeah, nice. I like that. No, it's definitely badminton.
I never had second thoughts, so it was always badminton.
Do you still live in Hyderabad? I'm just out of interest. So
Yes,
you sort of grew up and stayed there and that's still your home?
Born and brought up in Hyderabad, but we used to stay in Secunderabad and we used to travel to Gachibowli.
Okay.
So that's like 56 kilometers,
that's
25 going
I
and
see.
25 coming in. Again in the evening, 25 and 25.
Yeah.
So now we shifted nearby to the academy, so it's just like 15 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, that does sound a little bit easier, to be fair. So I've got a few we've done this with a couple of the people we've interviewed, sort of quick fire questions, okay? So tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you get coffee at any like Starbucks or
Yeah,
Costa?
I do, yes.
Yeah, just, okay, great. Are you a fan of cricket?
I do watch cricket.
Yeah, do you have a favourite IPL team?
Not favourite IPL team, but I look at all the players. I think
Yeah.
my favourite is Virat, obviously,
Oh,
from
wow.
India.
That's just
being
on
an
brand,
Indian.
isn't it? Virat, yeah, of course it is. Because
And Dhoni, yes.
Yes, Dhoni, yeah, the two titans of Indian cricket. No, it's interesting because I just I spotted that when Saina was in the 2015 final, she had a good luck message from Sachin, and I sort of like, for me as a cricket fan, I was like, wow, the pressure of that, a good luck
I know.
message from Sachin Tendulkar. It's like, whoa. Do you think? Is your goal to be getting a good luck message from Sachin Tendulkar come Sunday?
I think yes. He's actually congratulated me a lot of times. In
Yeah.
fact, he gave me. I won Olympics, and then they announced me a car, and I got it from Sachin.
Oh,
So yeah,
that's so cool.
I know he being a legend. I think his good wishes and his support is always needed.
yeah, absolutely. And you're sort of like a community, I guess. You're all sports people. You know what the pressure of competing for such a proud nation is like. You stick together
I
and
know.
support each other. Oh no, I like that. That's great. Do you drive?
Yes, I do drive.
Yeah, I don't know why I put that as a question. It seems like a really odd question to ask.
A lot of people
I
ask
wrote
me.
these questions last night, and I think I must have just been tired. It's like, do you drive?
Yeah, I do drive, but it's mostly like my dad doesn't actually give me to drive because the traffic in India is crazy, and
Yeah.
also at the same time I practice and come back, and he thinks that I'm really tired, and then he's like, "Okay, you rest. I'm gonna
I'll drive you everywhere. I'll drive you everywhere. Dads are always like that with their girls.
I know,
I think that's fair enough. I was going to say, what's your favourite meal when you come over to England? We're not known for our
I like
culinary
Italian
excellence.
food.
Italian food, right? So brilliant. So you just come over to England and eat Italian food. Yeah, a lot of time for that. We're exactly the same. We're exactly the same. James Bond or Harry Potter?
James Bond.
James Bond. Yes, that's the right answer, PV. Well done. Well done. Yeah, you looking forward to the new film?
I didn't yet.
No.
But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
for sure.
I think that's pretty much everything. I've got one final question. If you had to describe your personality away from the court, how would you describe it?
Well, I'm a very friendly person and I'm very jovial. It's not that how I am on court, very aggressive and very angry. But yeah, I think I have to tell a lot of people there that I'm very friendly and very jovial. I'm not that kind of person.
I can vouch for that. She is incredibly friendly. PV, thank you so much for your time
Thank
and
you.
all the best of luck
Thanks
this
a
week.
lot. Thank
Cheers.
you.